Here is another word problem in two variables. The larger of two numbers is 8 more than the smaller. If the larger number is added to 3 times the smaller number, the total is 36. Find the numbers. Now after reading the problem, let's define the variables. Since it says the larger of two numbers is 8 more, that means there are two numbers. We need to define variables for both the numbers. So we say let the numbers be x and y. Right? So that is the first let statement. And we find that one is larger, and let's say let where x is greater than y. So that means x is larger. Correct? Now let's read it again. The larger of two numbers is 8 more than the smaller. That means the difference of the two is 8. That's one way of looking at it. Or you can say x is equals to y plus 8. The larger of the two numbers, which is x, is 8 more than smaller. Is 8 more than smaller. Smaller is y. Do you get it? So that becomes your first equation. It's a clear equation with one variable on one side. Equation 1. If the larger number is added to 3 times the smaller number, the total is 36. So 3 times the smaller will be 3y and larger number is x. When they are added, total is 36. So we write the second equation as x plus 3 times smaller number is equal to 36. So we get our equation number 2. As you know, to solve for two variables, we need two equations. Now we have these two equations. Here, from the first, we know what x is in terms of y. So we can use the method of substitution. So let's substitute equation 1 in 2. So we'll write our step, and that is substitute. I'll write sub 1 in 2. So basically what we are doing here is substituting x from 1 in 2. I should have written that also, but I don't want to write so much. I'm explaining you. So substitute the value of x from equation 1 into equation 2. That's what I mean, right? So x is y plus 8. So I'll write y plus 8 in this equation second. So instead of x, I'm writing y plus 8. We already have plus 3y equals to 36. Right? Now you will notice we have equation in only one variable. And so we can solve it. Y plus 3y is 4y. So we'll say 4y is equals to 36. Let's keep variables on left side and numbers on the other. So we'll take 8 on the other side and we get 36 minus 8. Do you see that? So we get 4y equals to 36 minus 8. Now from this equation, we can find the value of y. So let's do that. So we have 4y equals to 36 minus 8. Now what is 36 minus 8? Sometimes you can use the calculator, right? Now here 16, you borrow one, 16 minus 8 is 8 and then you get 2. So it is 28. So 36 minus 8 is 28, that is 4y. So what is y equals to? Y equals to 28 divided by 4 and that is equals to 7. So we have found answer for one variable, that is y. We need to find what x is. Let's call this as equation 3. Okay, so this is our equation 3, that is the value of y. So to find x, what we can do is we can substitute the value of y from 3 in equation 1 to get what is x. So x is y plus 8. So we say x equals to, instead of y, I am writing 7. 7 plus 8. And that is equal to 15, right? So we got the value of both the variables x and y. Now we should clearly write down our answer. So we say our answer is x is equals to 15 and y is equals to 7. So that is our answer. It's always a good idea to check the answer, right? So you can check your answer. Let's check the answer. How can you check the answer? It says larger of two numbers is 8 more than the smaller. So if you do 15 minus 7, do you get 8? Yes, you do. So that means substituting these values, if I write y as 7, do I get x as 7 plus 8, 15? Right, that is correct. So that is how you can check your answer, right? So once you have checked the answer, you are sure whatever you've done is correct. So that is how you should be solving your problems. I hope you understand the method, right? So my concentration here is on following the steps to solve a question, right? So the steps are, number 1, read the problem carefully so that you know what are the variables to be defined. Then you define your variables. After that, read the problem again to write down the equations, as we have done here. Remember, if you have two variables, then you should have two equations to solve for them. Now once you have two equations, then you can apply the method of substitution or elimination to solve. When you solve, define variables should have exact values. Then write down answer clearly. It's a good idea to check your answer by substituting the values back into the equations from where you started. So once you do all this, you are sure you attempted the problem and got the correct results. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.